Today we're looking at 7 beautiful bottles of Matilda, ranging in years from 2007 to 2016. Matilda is a Belgian-style pale ale that we re-ferment with Brettanomyces, which actually lends really well to the cellaring portion of this beer. We'll hope to see a lot of development of the Brett character over the years. All right, let's crack these open. 2007, pouring without too much carbonation, which is actually somewhat surprising. Cheers. Oh wow. Super dry, actually. I actually get a lot more of that Orval character out of it, more than expected. Not nearly as much funkiness from the Brett, but it really smooths it out, gives you some of that fruitiness.
Being from 2007, slight oxidation, not super heavy, which is super surprising, given that this is from 07, right?
This is beautiful.
Year I graduated from high school.
So it's interesting, on the bottom of this cap, we got like some speckles of goodness.
Oh, that's awesome.
The oxygen.
I love when caps have that. People really kind of get turned off by it, but that's how you know when
it's working.
Beer's got good yeast in it.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's definitely darker in color too.
Yeah, definitely a lot darker, especially compared to the 07.
It's like a sweet, like it's almost flowery, like almost. I get a little bit of corniness too, but like sweet corn.
I get like meaty olives.
Oh, meaty olives.
Yeah, super Brett forward. That's developed for a long time.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that beer's a little beat up. Year to year, I mean, you know, you got different temperatures depending on how the beer's stored. Whether it's stored at room temperature, definitely your yeast is going to go through different metabolic processes. So if it's stored cold over a longer period of time, that's gonna, you know, do a couple of things. One, reduce the kind of metabolic rate for those yeasts inside that bottle, and then two, reduce the chemical reactions in that bottle. So we're talking more specifically with oxidation.
When you start talking about the amount of oxygen in solution, you know, 1 year in, the difference between 100 parts per billion and 120 parts per billion is not significant. But as you kind of compound that over time, those extra little bits of oxygen get scavenged up by the remaining yeast. Mm-hmm. And if there's no oxygen left, then maybe you have kind of a dissipation of the development character. But if there's more oxygen to begin with, you're going to see further development. So you get to, as you get older and older bottles, you'll see more variation. Ooh. There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Gusher. Yeah. Love gushers.
First one.
Okay. See, that's that Brett.
That's super Brett.
Wow.
That's super Brett. Look at that head too.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like dish soap.
Yeah, really thick bubbles.
Mm-hmm. Medicinal, a little medicinal.
A little bit medicinal. I think solventy is kind of where I was at, like Band-Aid-y.
From all those phenolics. Like, we got the phenolics from before, but that was more spicy. This is a little bit more...
This is just, like, incredibly dry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, super dry. You ready for a big bottle?
Let's do it.
Our only big bottle.
It's going, it's going, it's going. Go, go, go! You know, I think I'm getting more hop character, which is strange because it's
some that,
4
like,
years old.
Kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah, the hops in here really are just more to complement the Brett character, because you get a lot of that earthiness, you get a lot of that funkiness, and the hops that we use, Solea, it's really kind of an earthy, herbal, very English and Eastern European styled hop. So there's not a lot of hop character that you get out of this. It's more of like kind of a complementary role that those hops play. So it's really dry but not Brett forward. In my opinion, it's a very subdued aroma.
It tastes surprisingly like a young Matilda.
Yeah, agreed.
Like right off the bottling line, it surprisingly tastes like a young Matilda.
Very kind of malty aroma. Not a lot of phenolics there.
Fresh Brett.
Fresh Brett.
This is definitely
young
fresh
Brett.
Brett. This is young Brett, which I love. But I definitely like this fresh Matilda the most out of all of them. And I know, talking to some other people, they're like 6 months is the best, or a year is the best, or 2 years the best. I mean, what was the best for you? Is still that 2011?
I think so. I think I like the 2011. I do like the dryness that the development brings into play. I love that you can still get all the flavor characteristics that you get in the young Matilda. You can get most of them here, but also it's just that crisp, beautiful, like dry finish with a little bit more Brett funkiness added to the mix. All right, guys, that wraps up our first Goose Island Vertical. If you want to let us know what your favorite year is, let us know in the comments below. And if you want to have another beer that we do a vertical of, also comment below. Thanks for joining us.